Well, you dig up in there and tell me what you find.
What's this?
Oh, well, this right here goes to my bladder bag, but you got to find the bladder bag too. Now this.
What's up, everybody? This your boy here, Reese, back here on Untold Truth. I got my friend, my good friend, Mike Holton. Say hi, Mike, to everybody.
Hi, everybody. This is my first time doing something live, so if I seem a little,
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yes.
This is my good friend. To be honest, he really helped inspire a lot of what I'm doing right now. He doesn't know that. Maybe he didn't know, but he actually helped inspire a lot of what I'm doing. He probably also don't know that he has taught me quite a bit and helped me to pay attention to things that are going on in the world that we really don't pay attention to. So I wanted to bring him on today because I mentioned before in a previous video that food shortages are coming. There's more coming on top of that, and we need to be prepared. I normally don't go into like Bible verses and things like that, but the Bible says to consider the ant makes one wise. And it's one thing that the ant does, and it's prepare. They prepare. They prepare for everything. They prepare to go to war. They prepare to eat. Prepare to go through the winter. They prepare to rebuild. They're prepared for whatever come their way. So we need to be prepared. And I talked about a go bag. I'm gonna let Mike talk, let him explain what a go bag is, and I want him to share what's in his go bag. And we're gonna do a part 2 because I'm gonna allow him to quiz me on what's in my go bag because we want to make sure that we ready. So Mike, what's a go bag?
A go bag is a bag that everyone should have on hand when they prepare to leave at any given moment. And you should have essential things in there regarding first aid, stuff that can make water, things you could use to start a fire, things you can use to fish or just get you some concrete footage so you don't just be all up in a ball of confusion. So it's just something to get you started and to get you going in the right direction.
Would you say a lot of people don't take you serious when you try to warn them on being prepared for things that are coming?
More so, people think that it's more of a paranoia thing. But when you see things going on around you, such as they always talking about shortages of food, and then you can see how the economy is. People is getting laid off of work, and people aren't working, and income coming in, and and it seems like it's already a huge division. There's looting and rioting going on.
But even before all this was going on, Mike, you were talking about this.
Yeah.
Right?
I was.
So and we talked about it together several times, right?
Yeah, yes, we did.
That a lot of these things were coming, and now we're seeing it come to pass, and more people are paying attention now that weren't paying attention then.
Yes. Yeah, and more are paying attention now, and it's a good thing that people are taking heed and noticing instead of just it'll be all right. If you're not prepared for the minor things. And I mean something minor as, you don't even have a shovel in your car to dig yourself out of a ditch or whatever, or stuck in the snow or whatever, or a jack in your car to fix a spare, something minor, and all this other stuff is happening. How are you going to be prepared for when you really got to go out on your own? How are you going to do that if you ain't ready to go out on your own and not even have a plan or assistance like a go bag to help you?
Yeah, I know one of your favorite sayings, Mike. I was waiting for you to say it. I was hoping you was gonna say it.
You'd be surprised. Yeah,
that's it. You'll be surprised.
You'd be surprised
how much you're gonna need these things.
Yeah,
that's one of his favorite sayings. I laugh all the time. He think I'll make fun of him, but actually, I really take heed. He has dropped a lot of knowledge on me, and I really appreciate this brother right here. So I don't want it to come across as looking crazy, anything of that nature. I already put it out there. I don't care what people think. I'm gonna make sure that I'm ready and my family is ready to be able to take care of them as a man. With everything that's going on, we want to be ready. So let's get to the preparation that needs to be done. Mike, you got your go bag. Let's talk about some of the essentials that you say we need. Now, I'm pulling up one of the first things. What's this, Mike?
That right there is a ham radio. Talking about the ham radio. The ham radio is a radio that you pick up frequencies. You pick up weather frequencies, police frequencies, county frequencies. Yep, this ham radio. It's a radio that picks up frequencies, police frequencies, county frequencies, and it'll pick up military frequencies, weather frequencies. And it also can be used as a two-way radio to communicate within yourself. And you can also get a technician's license starting off. There's 3 stages of license where they give you your own little WKRP frequency, mic or whatever. But the good thing about this is if the grid should ever go down, radios like these will always be up and you'll be able to hear where chaos is going. So I'm going to drive the opposite way of the chaos. And then if you also want to know what kind of storm is brewing in, you could tune into a weather frequency in your area. And it's always good to have, especially if an EMP should happen.
So this is protected from an EMP, or do you have to have it shielded?
You definitely have to have it shielded, but I also have a Farragut pouch, a portable pouch, that I could put my phone in or something like that in, where it can't be affected by that. This right here is a portable lantern that can be well, it's solar. And it's also waterproof. So
let's deal with this one.
Yeah, and everyone should have at least one of these, and they're not that much. I ordered it from Amazon, but this right here is solar powered, and you blow it up. Yep, and I'm gonna blow it up. And this could be something.
You got the wind.
I'm gonna see. You get the gist of it. So, this right here, it could be charged by solar. It'll give you a light. You could hang it on something with the little hook right here. You got different settings for brighter. It'll blink. And it'll change colors, and if you're ever in a tent or whatever, or you don't want it super bright just in your area, you could use a little red light. And it's also solar powered, so you could just put it right here in the sunlight and it would charge its own. And yeah, so
okay, that's cool.
Yep, and this little indicator right here, well, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but the 3 little dots right there on the bottom, it'll tell you the power level or when you need to charge it.
So what is it called, Brother Mike?
It's a solar.
It's like it's Lucy.
I always be scrambling looking for different stuff that I think I could use that fits my budget, because light is going to be essential when you're trying to have some light. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's called Lucy. What's the name of the ham radio, Mike?
That's a Bofang.
Okay.
BOA. That's a BAOFENG, Bofeng. And it's a UV minus 5R plus.
Okay.
Yes. And I like it. And another thing about this radio, it doesn't only pick up frequencies, it'll give you like FM radio stations. So you can have an FM radio. It also has a light on it, you know, and
how is that powered?
To sit on a charger. But this battery life is really, I mean, I could go weeks on top of weeks, bless you, on top of weeks to, he's allergic to my cat apparently. Yeah, but this thing right here, it also has like a strobe light. Oops, let's see here. It has a strobe light. There he is. And just up here, if you lost, it'll start, and then you can turn it up louder, and it's pretty loud. So those intruders. Well, you dig up in there and tell me what you find.
What's this?
Oh, well, this right here goes to my bladder bag, but you gotta find the bladder bag too. Now, this ain't what you're thinking about, a bladder bag. But a bladder bag is a drinking pouch where you can put purified water in there, and you can keep this in your mouth. Yes, this is the bladder bag. So you fill this up with drinking water, you plug this in into here, and you keep this in your mouth. You know, so when you're walking and you're on the go, you just bite it and suck the water out, so you don't have to keep stopping. You know, so this is a bladder bag. It's what it's called. You know, you should have seen the look on your face, man. So that's what this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got here.
Oh man, you know what these are, man. That's obvious. These are those therapeutic blankets, man. Like if you're freezing, you know, everybody needs these blankets, man. These blankets, if you in sub-zero weather, you wrap one of these around you, and it'll cover the one blanket alone will cover the average size. So me and him right here, it'll probably stretch across here and keep us, but it won't wrap all the way around us, but one will. So if you got two, it could wrap your lower and topper, and I got at least, I don't know what, 6 in the pouch here. Yeah. So
where you get these from?
Man, I order most of this stuff from Amazon. It's an emergency blanket is what it is. If I was to open this up, which I don't really want to right now.
Right, don't do it. But I can tell you from experience, because I used one of these. Not necessarily this brand.
Yeah.
But I used one of these emergency blankets when I did my first going out with the family. We did that.
Yeah.
And we pulled one out, and they are really toasty.
Yeah. And they're durable. They're not just like it's going to rip on you. This is very strong material.
Now the one thing that's kind of funny, because we had a couple of people with us, and we gave them one of these blankets so that they could sleep with, and unfortunately they were a tosser, to toss and turn. So it's kind of sound like a Dorito bag. If you, so you're gonna hear that crumbling a lot. If you a tosser and turner,
I'm a tosser and a turner.
You're gonna hear a lot of crumbling.
That right there is this plain old dryer lint filter. And dryer lint filter is used to get your fire started quickly.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. Instead of trying to light that wood, you just put this little piece of that under there and get it going underneath your dry little small wood. More like birch wood, shredded, not big old logs that started small. A little piece of this will go a long way to get your fire started easy.
So this is what you would call your Kindle.
Yeah, exactly. Kindle. That's the word I was looking for, birchwood. And that's a little cheap poncho. Yep.
What you got here?
And this right here, this little device right here, you'd be surprised what this thing is. There I am, you'd be surprised. Okay, so this right here is actually fireproof. You could put this thing right here in water, and you could put like some soup or something in here and boil it. And it's also...
What you mean, setting it right on the fire?
No. Well, you could I never tried it, but You can sit this like in a pot or something,
Mm-hmm.
or something boiling. And this right here is the lid to it. It's also a little light, you know, and it's solar charged too. And it has different settings as well, you know, and it has the solar panel charge up here also. So this top with the screw on here, so it could be used as a lantern also, you know. And then if I push the little button here, it'll light it up in there like that.
It's a lantern suit. Oh.
Yeah, it actually is.
So what is it called? What did you got that from Amazon too?
Yeah.
So what did you search in to get it?
I just like survival stuff, solar lights.
Okay.
You know, I'm always looking for different stuff.
Okay. What else is this here in there?
That's another lantern, just like the first one that we showed, more or less.
Okay.
You know, you blow it up, and you know.
Got your charge in the sun.
Yeah, and I have just. It's better to have more than one than have it. To need it and not have it. Yeah, because you'd be surprised if you ain't got it.
Okay, I see something real important. I see something real important down in the bag.
What we got? Oh yes, and take out all these, because one ain't gonna do. I think I got at least 6 in there, and I plan to get more than that. But these are life straws, and if you don't know what a life straw is something that will make 99.9% water pure. So even if you just was in a pond or something and you just got out the water, you would just take this top off, and you take this top off and you stick it down in there, and you let it prime for a moment, and then you breathe in a little bit and you blow it out, and then after you blow it out, you just suck through here the water, and this water will come out pure. If you don't know about life straws, go ahead and do a YouTube search on that, and you'll be surprised at some of the places they drink water out of, you know. And they
so
not
pretty much. I learned like you can get water right off that's on the side of the curb.
Yeah.
In between the curb and the street.
You sure
drink
can.
water right up out of there with that life straw, and you getting clean water.
You sure can. And what is that? 6 of them? What? 2, 4?
That's 5.
Oh, I thought I might have had 6, but I don't know.
No, you can have more than 6. It's like.
Oh, yeah, no, I forgot how many I had, but you can't have enough. And they're not super cheap, but they're not super expensive. So I bought them like over a period of time, you know, when
if you didn't notice, don't mean to cut you off, but if you didn't notice, like, you're pretty frugal, I would say, right?
I am.
So it's not like you're not rich or anything.
Not
you
at
got
all.
A bunch of money to buy a bunch of stuff. If you didn't notice,
I'm on a fixed income.
For his Kindle that he was putting up, he using the lint from the dryer, saving that up.
Yeah.
Right. These here life straws, I believe for 1 or 2 you could get them for $15-$20, something around that.
Yeah, I would think that. Yeah.
Something around there. Do a search for yourself. I know I have a few as well for myself.
Yeah.
And it was a while since I got some.
And I gave a few away to a couple of people just to say, hey man, you're gonna need this. And try to encourage
me one.
Okay, man. You can have one.
But it's real important. You don't have to feel overwhelmed about getting stuff if you really listen and pay attention to things that you can have, that you already have. Just store it to the side, and it can be used in a critical time period.
Yes, and it will give you, I believe, access to 1,500 gallons of drinking water. So that's a lot of water for one person.
Yeah, for one tube, right?
Yeah, for one tube. Yeah, 1,500 gallons.
I guess this is your little fishing.
Well, yeah, that's just, you know, something that, you know, you can't never do without. But, you know, I got fishing line in here. Got some matches, you know. But matches, I haven't seen. I had those matches all the way from Texas. I don't even think they're strike, though. This right here, this gadget right here is this is a whistle. I believe, I forgot. This is a window breaker or something. I can't remember. I'm ashamed now. Hold on. No, because I'm sure if I push this down on this and in the rock and the hard spot, Ouch. Okay, I must have did it the wrong way.
You poke yourself?
Yeah. So y'all want to see the no? So no, you put this on your window like this if you can't get out, and you push it down like that. This is supposed to give a little pressure and a push. Don't put your finger over the top of that. That's what not to do. You know. So you take it and you push it down on your window, and it will break that. And then this right here, I believe this should be a belt cutter. You know,
for like a seat belt.
Yeah. But they got much better ones. But when I see little novelty stuff like this, I be like, the way my mind work, I be like, hey, it's better to have it than not need it. You know,
because to need it and not have it.
Yeah, but this is a whistle. So you know, I got that part right.
Yeah, that's so good.
Put your finger over
there. Put your mouth on the other end.
This right here is a Paracord. And this right here has, it'll tell you what's in there.
This says essential survival tools inside the Paracord grenade.
Mm-hmm.
It's a carabiner. How do you pronounce that?
Yeah. Yep. That's a little hook. Yeah.
A knife blade.
Mm-hmm.
Fire starter. Swivels. Weights. Tin foil. Cotton tender. Fishing hooks. Fishing line, and floats.
Yes, all inside that little thing there.
Wow.
And this right here, excuse me, this little thing right here is a
Flint.
It's a Flint starter. But what you would do is put a little bit of lighter fluid in here, and it would be like a permanent match. So you would take it and you would slide it across there, and when you slide it across there, this will burn just like a regular match, but it won't burn out until you just put it back in here. So you'll fill this up with a little bit of lighter fluid, that liquid fluid.
That's cool. Where did you get that from?
I think my brother actually gave me this.
Okay.
And
now what is this stuff?
Okay, that right there, you'll be surprised about this stuff. This little stuff don't look like much, but people are slipping up on Tiger Balm. Dude, and everybody should know what Tiger Balm is. You know what Tiger Balm is?
Tell me what it is.
Tiger Balm is an ointment, man. It's an Asian ointment, man, that people mostly use for like joint pains and different stuff. But this has multiple uses, man. If you get a bug bite, man, it's best to put that on your bug bite. If you got a headache, you can just rub this across your forehead. It'll eliminate your headache soon. And then if you have like a sprain or something, man, this stuff is just amazing. Or a cold, you can put some behind your ears, man, and stuff like that. Tiger Balm, man, it's real good, and it's Asian medicine and stuff, and this is pretty much the same thing as that, you know, for good for bug bites and stuff, and insect bites and different things of that nature, man, and for little sprains and pains like out my neck or or something.
This must be a medical kit.
So. That's pretty much self-explanatory.
Oh,
it got it all labeled for you, you know.
Let's see, multi-tool, knife, signaling mirror, hand saw, some scissors, flashlight, tweezers, bandages and emergency blankets, some large wet wipes. What else we got here? We see
a lot of stuff.
Allergenic tape.
Yeah.
Pressure bandages. Cotton balls. Gauze. Poncho. Hydrogel. Skin cleaning wipes.
Yeah.
That's the works right there.
And you can turn it around and show them how it's laid out if you want. Yeah.
This is the whole layout right here.
Yeah.
And this is looks like Survive Wear.
Survive Wear.
Yeah, so you could probably order this on Amazon too, right?
Yeah, that was a little pricey, but it was worth it. You know, you'd rather have stuff that you would really use and need. These aren't chintzy scissors. This will cut through clothes through. Let me cut through your. Still more in that bag.
Still more in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ain't it?
Uh-oh. I don't know if you want to show that. You do want to have something.
That's just a little.
That's a revolver, right?
Yeah, that's more or less for hunting. I got something else that that'll hold me down. That's for like a little squirrel or a rabbit.
Okay, and these must be the ammo for it.
Oh yeah, you gotta
22.
have. Yeah, you gotta have those. That's a long barrel 22. All right, this right here is it's a multi-use. It's a this is a saw and a fire starter. I mean, this is
a spear, isn't it?
Yeah,
spear tip.
That's an icebreaker, but it looks like a spear tip. But this right here, where is the shovel? Oh wait, no, we'll start with the hatchet then. So this here is a hatchet, and this hatchet, if you're in the woods and you're not using your hatchet, put it inside the sheath, because if you slip and fall, you know, accidents will happen.
That looks like a pretty cool hatchet.
Yeah, you can check it out. I sharpened it, but I need to sharpen it more because they didn't send it sharpened.
What do you use to sharpen it with?
A sharpener. I have a sharpener in the back.
Oh, but it's not a part of the kit.
No. Well, they sent the little thing, but it just wasn't. It wasn't the.
Now, did you wrap a grip around this?
I did. You know why? Because if you out there in those elements, and man, and you holding this cold steel, you will want some kind of grip tape on there, man, because that steel will mess with your. Yeah, and this plus this give you a little bit of grip, but I didn't wrap it like it was supposed to be wrapped, you know. But you can, but you can tell, man, like if you touch this part of the steel and then just touch that, it'd be like night and day. And plus, you can tell that's a solid piece. It's not made flimsy,
right?
You know, yeah. Keep that over there now. Wow. You know, and not only that, all these pieces can attach to this. This right here is a knife. So if I take this off, not only is that a hatchet, but this is also a shovel. And this shovel right here, it does have a bottle opener right there, a little saw right there, you know, and different things of that nature. And not only will it be used as a shovel, but it could be used as a hoe. So you can adjust it to where, you know, you can put it in that position. And if you have to trench more or less, you know, instead of just trying to dig and pull, so you can just pull out like that. But also, this right here is it's made firm. You can tell, man. You know, it's not chintzy. And this right here, just like everything else, this attach onto it. This would be an icebreaker. Okay. You know, not just a spear.
Let's put the knife back on there and show what you were just showing me before.
I know we gotta hurry up. We got to hurry up. I see your neck. This right here, this knife right here, you could use it for scaling fish or whatever, and also a nice little fire starter. Once your little fire starter gets smoothed off, you get some rough edges, and then boom, 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 you know. Oh, and you start your fire.
True.
Yeah.
So shovel, knife, icebreaker.
Yep. If you out.
Axe.
Yep.
Okay, pretty good kit. And you got this online on Amazon too.
I did. I think this was close to like $50, but it's made real strong. That right there is a chemical suit. Yeah.
Wow.
So you'll put that on over your clothes if they spraying some kind of something.
An actual full chemical suit.
Yeah.
But this kind of feels like it could tear.
It does, but it'll go over your clothes. It's better than nothing. It ain't gonna tear that easy. You know, try to pull it. You know.
I don't want to rip it. I don't
No,
want to
it won't tear easy. Just try to tear that. Give it a good snag. If you tear it, then I know.
Okay.
It seemed like it might.
Okay.
But it ain't. Try to tear something else.
You fit this?
Not now, I can't. But you know what? Most of me will fit up in there. we hope we don't never have to use is our gas mask. This right here is an Israeli gas mask, and that gas mask has a drinking tube attachment, which is really convenient. That's what you would put right there, and you put the other end into your water, and then this piece that's right here, goes in your mouth, and you just kind of bite on it. See that little piece right there? You bite on it with your teeth,
that's true.
and then
what's inside of it? But the little piece is right there.
Yeah, so that way you don't have to take your mask off to drink water.
That's pretty cool. That I don't have.
Yeah, but that's essential, and this is a canister for it. And
how many canisters do you carry?
I've probably got 4.
Okay.
You know, but if you start using masks, man, it's time to get to a bunker and be stationary for a while. This right here, this would attach on to, yeah. So this would attach on to here. It's really simple. You would take this and you would attach it onto that. And then you would take this, and what you would do with this is you could pull it like that to release the water, and then you would bite on that tube inside there and suck it. So that way you ain't just getting water and gagging, because you'll be able to control your water flow with this.
Gotcha.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yep, and this right here is just a little plug just to cover that, but I'm gonna take that off. So keep in mind, if you ever use a gas mask, you don't want to have no facial hair, because it would never seal. This right here, I'd be defeating the purpose. It wouldn't even work. And you would put it on just like a cap. So you would just take this and tuck it down, and you would pull it, and then you would have strings here.
Pull the strings and tighten it
on both sides, and you want it tight. Then you have some up here.
So you're saying you want to make sure that it's nice and tight, snug on your face, so it actually seals in.
And then you would have this, you know, inside your water, and you'd be able to drink water out of that. And to release it, you would just pull down on your tab to release it. Same thing over here, and the same thing over here, and then you just remove it. But you know, I didn't put the canister on. I could have.
Oh, that's fine.
You know, but it is screwed right up here in the front. You take this cap off, screw it right there, and then the bad thing about this mask is it really messes with your peripheral vision. You don't have a lot of vision to the side, so you always got to keep constantly looking if you're not in a comfortable area or around somebody that you know, because you know, you just always want to be aware of your surroundings. But I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to listen to me and my brother McGee right here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I appreciate you for coming on the show, doing this, recording with me. People don't really think that it's serious to prepare to be safe, but it is real serious to do. We get insurance on our house.
Yes,
we get insurance on our car. We get life insurance. We're not expecting something bad to happen to our house or to our car or to our own health.
That's right.
But we get the insurance anyway. This is insurance. You preparing for, in the case you need a gas mask, you have one. In the case you need to have to start a fire because you turn the heat on in your house and that's not working, you have provisions for that. There was one last thing you want to show. I'm going to show it real quick, because we talking about being practical and doing what you can within your means, within your control.
That's right.
This is one thing that he does. Now, this is something I haven't done yet. Maybe I need to, but we don't really use bar soap.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the end, he saves them. Yeah. Because if you can't go to the store and get soap like we saw with tissue paper, right?
It's
oh my God, to get tissue paper. If you can't go to the store and get soap, how you want to get clean?
Yes.
One thing that he does is when it gets down to the very end, he saves and collects the soap.
Yes. And this will come in handy. Yep. And this got and most of this soap is not antibacterial because I was told, and I did a little research on it, that antibacterial soap has cancer-causing agents in it. So I don't too much like antibacterial soap, but I have a lot of black soap in here, charcoal soap, and just mostly dial. Well, just my kind of soap.
You can keep some soap to the side that you were like.
Yeah.
Baking soda is another good one, right?
It sure is.
To have baking soda. That's one thing that I have. The next
Yes.
show we do on this, we're gonna go through my go bag, and I have maybe a little bit more resources, to play with my household and how it's set up. But we're not gonna try to outdo you. We're not gonna try to outdo you.
I got perishable food items here and
Yep.
and stuff. So
He got a lot of good stuff. I know I don't have, which got smacked my hand for. I don't have a ham radio. All right. Well, thanks, Brother Mike. Thanks, Brother Mike, for coming on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Be safe, everybody.
Yes.
Be safe. Any last words?
One thing is, don't ever panic. If you ever find yourself this lost, for example, in the woods and you can't get out and you've been in there for days, don't go uphill because water doesn't run uphill. And water is life. Always go down and try to find a little cubby hole where you can at least find some water that will sustain you. So just don't panic and prepare the best you can. I don't have a lot, but I make do with the little I have.
Amen. All right. Thank you. You heard it here from Mike.
Yes.
You'll be surprised.
You will be surprised.